I won't be It's not on fire, right? Cardiac arrest. Just words. You say that a lot in this
Brakes! Ready! Let us set up! Quick! Mount!
Ladies and gentlemen, the FDNY Emerald Society Pipes and Drums. Ladies and gentlemen, will everyone please rise for the presentation of the colors by the FDNY Ceremonial Unit Color Guard.
Detail 10 hut.
Please remain standing for the national anthem to be sung by firefighter Regina Wilson.
Detail, hand salute.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ready, two.
Thank you, Firefighter Wilson. Please remain standing as FDNY Chaplain Rabbi Joseph Potasnik delivers the invocation.
Thank you. I just want to say on behalf of the New York Board of Rabbis, all of you medal honorees and your families are invited to Katz's Deli for lunch. Please remember to charge it to the Archdiocese of the City of New York. Some years ago in the Special Olympics, a young man with Down syndrome fell during the race. All of the other runners turned around, picked him up, and carried him across the finish line. On that day, all the runners received medals. Thus, you receive medals today, not for what you've done for yourselves, but what you do for everyone else. Professionally, there are many companies, but there's only one FDNY. Religiously, there are many locals, but there is only one union. May you receive the blessing in Hebrew, Seichem l'sholom, uvoachem l'sholom. When you leave each day, may you leave in peace. When you return each day, may you return in peace. You, regardless of your faiths, who regard all of us as one human family. Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi. Retire the colors. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Detail at ease.
Once again, good morning. I'm Captain Mark Guerra. I'm the Executive Officer to the Fire Commissioner, and it is an honor to serve as the Master of Ceremonies on such a proud day for this department. On behalf of Mayor Bill de Blasio, Fire Commissioner Dan Nigro, Chief of Department James Leonard, our staff chiefs, union officials, executive staff, and our elected officials, I would like to welcome you all to today's FDNY Medal Day Ceremony. A special welcome to all of our medal winners today. You make us proud. We are also honored to have a number of medal donors, as well as the families of all of our medal recipients joining us here today. Welcome to all. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce our first speaker, the Mayor of the City of New York, Bill de Blasio.
Everyone, today is a day we express our pride in the FDNY and our pride in these extraordinary recipients, these individuals who've done such amazing things. And it's a day to really celebrate the valor, the heroism, the extraordinary acts, but also to celebrate all that makes the FDNY great. And to thank the family members too. This is your day also to celebrate your loved ones who have done extraordinary things. I want to thank the leadership of the FDNY, Commissioner Nigro and First Deputy Commissioner Kavanaugh and Chief of Department Leonard. I want to thank the union leaders who represent the men and women of the FDNY. And it's a day to really reflect on over 150 years of extraordinary service. It's kind of amazing to think about an unbroken chain, 150 years of good people who came forward to serve this city and protect our people, one after one making that choice. And no matter what the crisis they confronted, being there when others needed them. When we use the term the bravest, it wasn't something that someone just bestowed lightly one day. It was earned. It was earned, and it was forged in countless fires and crises. And people today live up to that term. Those in this department earn it every single day. So we honor the history, but we build on it. This department today is doing things that those in the past would have thought unimaginable, but they would look with such pride at the men and women who make up the FDNY today. And as we celebrate the valor, the achievement of these recipients, we remember those that we lost, especially those we lost most recently, Lieutenant Michael Davidson and Lieutenant Christopher Raguso and Lieutenant Chris Tripp Zanitas. All extraordinary men, exemplary. This city will always remember them, as I know all of you will. 67 good men and women being honored today, and all of them have an extraordinary story to tell. When you hear the stories, you realize not everyone could do this work. It takes a very special person. It takes a certain strength, fortitude, resolve, commitment. Only the best of the best do this work, and the very best receive these awards, these medals. One story I want to highlight because it speaks volumes. It occurred just this last Halloween. It's a situation, when you think about it, on a day we look forward to a celebration, a day we look forward to families being together. Just blocks away from here, we had to confront one of our deepest fears. There was an act of terror in the middle of what would have seemed like a normal day. 8 lives lost, 11 people injured. And of course, there was confusion. And of course, for all the people at that site on the west side, there was fear. But in the midst of all that, the bravery and the ability of the members of Squad 18 were on full display. And once again, the members of the FDNY responded to an act of terrorism with acts of heroism. Led by Lieutenant Adrian Walsh, the team quickly and expertly treated the wounded, undoubtedly saving lives. Today we say a long overdue thanks to Squad 18. And I want to offer a special congratulations to Lieutenant Walsh for her achievement and her team's achievement, but it's also worth noting she is the first female firefighter in FDNY history to receive a medal. Congratulations, Lieutenant. So I'll finish by noting that all of you we honor today, you make everyone here very proud. You make everyone who's ever been a part of the FDNY proud. Those who went before you generations ago, they would be honored to know you. It's a day that we are very grateful for all of you. On behalf of 8.6 million New Yorkers, I say a profound thanks and a hearty congratulations, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Next, we will hear from our Fire Commissioner, Dan Nigro.
Thank you. Good morning and congratulations to all the men and women whose brave actions we celebrate today. And a very special welcome to the families here with us. 2 families, in fact. First, the parents, the husbands, wives, children, and many more loved ones of our honorees. Your unwavering love and support make their difficult work possible. And a big thank you and welcome to our FDNY family, the firefighters, paramedics, EMTs, fire marshals, and officers who have trained and mentored our medal recipients. So often, you've been right by their side as they perform the outstanding heroic work we honor today. Standing up here, surrounded by a sea of blue uniforms, all here in support and admiration, with banners everywhere celebrating our honorees, it is an incredible sight. And it reminds all of us that there is really no day quite like Medal Day. On this first Wednesday in June each year, we pause to honor the most remarkable acts of bravery of our department. Every single day, FDNY members risk their lives to protect our city, responding thousands of times a day to fires, medical emergencies, hazardous incidents, and all manner of incidents that test their training and test their resolve. Being a member of the FDNY is a great job, one we love, but it is by no means an easy job, which is why we honor our members who went above and beyond, or more accurately, above, below, and past intense heat and smoke from raging fires to save lives. We honor our members who went to great heights and lengths to save their patients, acts of valor that put them directly in harm's way, and stressful situations that challenge their every skill. These moments of courage and bravery define our department and show our city that the FDNY will always be there to respond when called. And we will always do everything in our power to save lives and property. Moments like when Lieutenant Mickey Conboy of Rescue Company 3 crawled to the second floor of a home fully engulfed in flames to rescue an unconscious young boy whose clothes had caught fire, and after saving him, returned to rescue a trapped man as well. Or when EMT Taylor Perez of Station 8 subdued a knife-wielding individual before he could harm or kill himself or others, and then, once the situation was under control, he administered urgent medical care to his would-be attacker. The commitment of our members is extraordinary. These moments, when off-duty EMTs rush into gunfire to care for a police officer shot in the line of duty, or when firefighters in Harlem rescued an entire family trapped by fire just before Christmas. These were moments of truth, times when the lives of others were in peril, and you acted. These incidents are why you all raised your right hands and swore oaths to protect life and property in our great city. They are why you continually train so hard to be ready when you are called upon to act. To our medal recipients, be proud of everything you've done to reach this moment. Not only the heroic act that brought you here this morning, but every moment of your career, every call, when you have made a positive impact on the lives of New Yorkers. And to every FDNY member here, be proud of your fellow members. Know that we celebrate dozens of remarkable achievements today, but it can never tell the full story of how much all of you mean to our city. Thank you all for your dedication, your preparedness and commitment to this department and to our life-saving mission. And thank you all for ensuring that the FDNY continues to be the best that it can be, the greatest fire department in the world.
Thank you, Commissioner. We will now commence with the presentation of the medals. I will ask the ceremonial officer to escort the mayor, the fire commissioner, and the chief of department to the area in front of the stage. Our first medal, the Dr. Harry M. Archer Medal, is awarded once every 3 years. This year, it is awarded to Lieutenant James P. Lee, Jr. of Division 7. Yeah, let's hear it. In October of 2016, then firefighter Lee of Rescue Company 1 utilized his life-saving rope to execute a daring rescue of a trapped man from the top floor of a 5-story building, fully engulfed in flames. Supported by firefighters from Rescue 1 and Ladder 43, firefighter Lee descended from the roof down the side of the building, operating in zero visibility and using the screams of the man trapped by fire to guide him. He reached the occupant, grabbed hold of him tightly, and was lowered to the ground by his fellow firefighters, reaching safety just before the rope burned in two. For his valiant actions under extreme personal risk, firefighter Lee was awarded the James Gordon Bennett Medal in 2017, and today is awarded the Dr. Harry M. Archer Medal. Lieutenant James P. Lee, Division 7, working in Rescue 1, outstanding. Nice round of applause for our Archer Medal winner. Our next medals are the James Gordon Bennett Medal and the New York State Honorary Fire Chiefs Association Medal, presented to Lieutenant Mickey Conboy, Rescue Company 3. In December of 2017, Lieutenant Conboy led the members of Rescue 3 to a 2-story private dwelling with the fire blowing through the roof. They immediately began to assist in the search for trapped occupants. Lieutenant Conboy crawled through the front door with heavy black smoke venting over his head and passed by engine company firefighters waiting for water to push into the 2 rooms fully involved with fire. As one person was being removed from the fire, Lieutenant Conboy proceeded to crawl to the 2nd floor through blistering heat and without the protection of a charged hose line to search the bedrooms for anyone additional who may have been trapped. As fire rolled over his head, he found a small child unconscious with his clothes on fire. He removed the child from the room to other firefighters and went back to search once more, this time finding an elderly male unconscious on the floor. Using his last ounces of strength and energy, he dragged the man from the bedroom out of the fire and toward the hallway, where additional firefighters removed him to safety. Lieutenant Conboy's act of valor rescued not 1 but 2 people from a raging fire as he bravely operated without a water source to offer him protection. Today, we award the James Gordon Bennett Medal and the New York State Honorary Fire Chiefs Association Medal to Lieutenant Mickey Conboy, Rescue 3, Big Blue. Our next medal is awarded once every 3 years. Endowed in 2016, the paramedic Carlos Lilo and Ricardo Quinn Medal is awarded to the most impressive recipients of the Christopher J. Prescott Medal. The Lilo Quinn Medal this year is awarded to EMTs Sean Alexander and Khadijah Hall of Station 58. In February of 2014, EMTs Alexander and Hall were off duty and planning a retirement party for members of their station when they heard the sound of gunfire and saw panicked people running on the streets of Brooklyn. Without hesitation or concern for their own safety, they sprang into action, running towards the danger to aid an NYPD officer who had been shot in both legs. Using EMT Hall's medical equipment from the truck of a car, they quickly provided immediate and essential life-saving medical treatment to the injured officer. For their dedication to the emergency medical care of a fellow first responder in grave danger and their unwavering courage under fire, the paramedic Carlos Lilo and Ricardo Quinn Medal is awarded today to EMTs Sean Alexander and Khadijah Hall, Station 58, the Junkyard Dogs. Our next medal is the Brooklyn Citizens Medal Firefighter Louis Valentino Award, presented to Captain Michael J. Thompson of Ladder Company 120. While returning from a run in December of 2016, Ladder Company 120, led by Captain Thompson, saw a column of smoke rising over multiple dwelling in the Bronzeville section of Brooklyn. They quickly responded, notified dispatch of a working fire, and went to work. Multiple trap occupants were visible in the windows in the rooms next to the fire. Captain Thompson and his inside team responded to the top floor and forced the door to the apartment. Engulfed in smoke and battling extreme heat, he and his fellow firefighters conducted a search of the apartment, with Captain Thompson locating the first of 7 people who would be removed from this fire. He immediately went back in to search once again. Ultimately, Captain Thompson would crawl past and under the fire in this apartment 5 separate times to rescue and remove trapped people. For his extraordinary bravery and endurance without the protection of a hose line, which saved several lives, the Brooklyn Citizens Medal Firefighter Louis Valentino Award is awarded to Captain Michael Thompson, Ladder Company 120. The tradition continues. The next medal, the Christopher J. Prescott Medal, is awarded to EMT Taylor T. Perez of Station 8. In June of 2017, EMT Perez and his partner, EMT Robert Combe, were responding to their first call of the day, a non-critical injury involving 2 males fighting inside a hotel, a call that would prove to be anything but routine. Upon arrival in the hotel room, the patients appeared to have minor injuries, and the EMTs split up to each to tend to a patient. Without warning, EMT Perez's patient grabbed a knife from the kitchen and threatened to cut his own throat, as well as EMT Combe and the second patient. EMT Perez yelled to his partner to close the door to save himself and the other patient, and now found himself alone with an angry, knife-wielding individual. Without hesitation, he wrestled the knife from the man, saving his own life as well as his partner's life and their patients. Because of his selfless and heroic actions, which prevented multiple losses of life, the Christopher J. Prescott Medal is awarded to EMT Taylor Perez of Station 8. First and still the best. The next medal is the U Bonner Medal, Honor Legion Medal, awarded to firefighter Lucas A. Niskanen of Ladder Company 31. This is the second medal awarded for bravery at this fire. Firefighter Niskanen at the irons of Ladder 131 responded to the 2-story multiple dwelling in December of 2017. Bronx Dispatch alerted the company that multiple people were trapped, a message confirmed by panicked family members outside the building. Firefighter Niskanen proceeded up the stairs and began to search for trapped occupants. Crawling and searching under intense flames, the firefighter located an unconscious woman and placed himself between her and the raging fire as he dragged her to safety. Once she was safely removed and in the hands of his fellow firefighters, he went back into the fire and later assisted with the safe removal of a second person. For placing himself directly in harm's way to save the life of another, the U Bonner Medal, Honor Legion Medal, is awarded to firefighter Lucas Niskanen of Ladder Company 31, La Casa Grande. The next medal is the Emily Trevor Mary B. Warren Medal, awarded to firefighter Michael P. Meyer of Ladder Company 120. This is the second medal awarded for bravery at this fire. Firefighter Meyer and the members of Ladder Company 120 responded to a top-floor fire with multiple trapped occupants in December of 2016. Firefighter Meyer was responsible for forcing the door to the fire apartment. Once forced open, he was met with high heat, heavy smoke, and screams from trapped occupants inside. He crawled inside and assisted Captain Michael Thompson with the removal of one person, then quickly re-entered the apartment 5 times to continue searching. On one pass, he encountered an unconscious baby, which he carefully removed from the fire and provided medical assistance to until he reached the street below. For entering brutal, life-threatening fire conditions on multiple occasions and saving several lives, the recipient of this year's Emily Trevor Mary B. Warren Medal is firefighter Michael Meyer, Ladder Company 120. The tradition continues. The next medal is the Thomas E. Crimmins Medal, awarded to firefighter Michael Moran of Ladder Company 80. In February of 2017, firefighters on Staten Island battled a second alarm fire in windy, blizzard-type conditions. Upon arrival, trapped occupants in need of rescue were visible in several windows as the fire raged on 3 floors. Seeing someone trapped in an attic window, firefighter Moran and his fellow firefighters navigated a narrow driveway blocked by vehicles and covered in snow and ice with the 24-foot portable ladder to rescue the trapped individual, but the top of the ladder was still 18 inches away from the window. Firefighter Moran quickly scaled the ladder, trapped the occupant, fled the high heat, heavy smoke, and stepped out onto firefighter Moran's hands. Now unable to use his hands to hold onto the ladder, he balanced the victim above his head while descending the ladder. Once this person was safe, he heard the screams of another trapped occupant on the 1st floor. Firefighter Moran grabbed a large toy playhouse from the yard, dragged it to the window, climbed on top of it, broke the window, and crawled inside to find and remove an elderly occupant. He displayed tremendous ingenuity and great strength, bravely rescuing 2 people from a large fire in frigid conditions. For his actions, the Thomas E. Crimmins Medal is awarded to firefighter Michael Moran of Ladder Company 80, Cougar Country. Our next medal, the Thomas A. Kenny Memorial Medal, is awarded to firefighter Michael Murphy of Ladder Company 148. In October of 2017, Ladder 148 responded to an early morning fire on the 2nd floor of a 4-story multiple dwelling. Dispatchers had multiple reports of people trapped. Upon arrival, a heavy fire was clearly visible with flames blowing out onto a balcony and heavy black smoke pulsing out from the door as firefighters worked to force entry to the apartment. A trapped woman stretched her hands out from the apartment window, which was covered by a permanently mounted iron window bar. Then she disappeared from sight into the flames and smoke. Firefighter Murphy performed an aggressive search of the apartment as the conditions inside rapidly deteriorated and found the patient unconscious, draped over a bed. Driven down to the floor by the intense heat and the ductwork above him, he dragged the woman to safety, then carried her 30 feet through a hallway with 0 visibility. For rescuing a trapped occupant completely cut off from escaping an escalating fire, the Thomas A. Kenny Memorial Medal is awarded to firefighter Michael Murphy, Ladder Company 148. It ain't easy. Up next is the Walter Scott Medal, presented to firefighter James J. McConville of Ladder Company 39. In March of 2017, firefighter McConville and the members of Ladder 39 arrived first due to find a heavy fire venting from a 2.5-story private dwelling in the Wakefield section of the Bronx. Firefighter McConville quickly took part in removing a woman from the roof of the front porch using a portable ladder. She reported that a family member was still inside. Firefighter McConville entered the second-floor window and searched multiple rooms, finding an unconscious person in a rear bedroom completely filled with thick, black smoke. He transmitted a 1045 signal, and with the help of firefighter Eric Lubanowski, he quickly brought the patient to safety. If not for his aggressive and courageous search of the second floor while a fire raged below, a life surely would have been lost. For his actions, the Walter Scott Medal is awarded to firefighter James McConville of Ladder Company 39, the pride of Woodlawn. He loves you too. The next medal is the John H. Prentice Medal, awarded to Lieutenant Andrew F. Magenheim, Battalion 8. In October 2017, Lieutenant Magenheim was assigned to Ladder 26 and responded to a report of a fire in a 5-story multiple dwelling in Harlem. The building's hallways were 200 feet long. Stretching a hose line to the fire department would be difficult and take considerable time. Numerous residents were evacuating as they arrived, many reporting people trapped by fire on the 3rd floor. The lieutenant and members of Ladder 26 raced to the 3rd floor, where he conducted an exhaustive search of the cluttered, fully engulfed apartment, finding a badly burned, unconscious patient. The lieutenant instructed firefighter Emmanuel Garcia to use the can to try to clear a path through the fire as he shielded the patient from the flames. Once the patient was safe, the lieutenant returned to search once again, this time for a report of a trapped child, which was thankfully unfounded. For his fierce determination to find and save a person trapped from the fire, John H. Prentice Medal is awarded to Lieutenant Andrew Magenheim, Battalion 8, working in Ladder 26, the fire factory. The next medal is the Henry D. Brookman Medal, presented to firefighter Andrew Schaff of Ladder Company 176. On a cold March morning in 2017, Ladder 176 responded to a report of a fire in a church in Brownsville. Firefighter Schaff positioned Ladder 176's aerial to the roof and ascended the ladder, where he observed smoke coming from multiple openings on the roof of the 3-story building, and received a notification that there was a man trapped in the rear top floor window. Firefighter Schaff made contact with the trapped occupant, who was hanging from the window, and he and firefighter Todd Brenner prepared for a life-saving roof rescue. They tied the rope to the aerial ladder, and firefighter Schaff descended down to the window, where he grabbed hold tightly into the man who was twice his size and brought him out of the smoke-filled apartment and safely to the ground below. For a flawless, heroic rope rescue that saved the man from jumping from a burning apartment, the Henry D. Brookman Medal is awarded to firefighter Andrew Schaff of Ladder Company 176, the Tin House Truck. The next medal, the Chief Ulysses Grant Leadership Medal, is presented to Lieutenant Joe McWilliams of Station 40. In June of 2017, a woman ran into Station 40 and reported a nearby fire. Lieutenant McWilliams and EMTs Shem LaFleur and Hector Soto raced down the block to find flames shooting out of the 2nd floor of a 3-story building. Lieutenant McWilliams immediately notified dispatch of a fire at the location. Numerous residents were reporting people still inside. They began evacuating 1st-floor residents, and Lieutenant McWilliams proceeded to the 2nd floor, where he helped evacuate multiple occupants and search for a possible trapped person before the extreme heat and thick smoke forced him to leave. Once outside, Lieutenant McWilliams went right to work setting up a command post to manage treatment of injured patients. For his quick actions, strong leadership, and bravery, the Chief Ulysses Grant Leadership Medal is awarded to Lieutenant Joe McWilliams, Station 40, the Sunset Dragons. Our next medal is the Hispanic Society 23rd Street Fire Memorial Medal of Valor, presented to Lieutenant Brendan Corrigan of Ladder Company 155. At approximately 3:30 a.m. on a September morning in 2017, Lieutenant Corrigan and the members of Ladder 155 arrived first due to a heavy fire in a private dwelling. Smoke was visible from blocks away. A mother ran to Lieutenant Corrigan and said her 3 children were trapped inside. Engine Company 302 quickly battled the fire while Lieutenant Corrigan chased the screams of the trapped children on the 2nd floor. In zero visibility, inside a rapidly deteriorating fire, Lieutenant Corrigan located the 3 sisters huddled together. Using his body as a shield, he removed one through the interior stairs as Engine 302 aggressively extinguished the fire. The inside team from Ladder 155 removed the remaining 2 sisters to safety. Because of his courageous actions and quick, accurate decisions, the Hispanic Society 23rd Street Fire Memorial Medal of Valor is awarded to Lieutenant Brendan Corrigan, Ladder Company 155, the Viper's Nest. Our next medal, the M.J. Delahanty Medal, is presented to firefighter Colin Shield of Ladder Company 45. Ladder 45 responded to an early morning fire in February of 2017, and upon arrival encountered multiple people fleeing the building. Firefighter Shield had the outside vent position and proceeded to the rear of the building where he ascended the fire escape as numerous people fled down to safety. One group told him their mother was still trapped inside their apartment. Firefighter Shield hurried up the fire escape to enter the apartment through a window and find the trapped occupant before it was too late. He searched multiple rooms passing the growing fire and found the unconscious woman. Simultaneously, Ladder 45 forced the door to the apartment and Engine 93 entered to fight the fire. Members of Ladder 45 joined Firefighter Shield, and together they removed the patient to the public hallway and badly needed urgent medical care. For his determination and dedication that led to a life saved, the M.J. Delahanty Medal is awarded to firefighter Colin Shield of Ladder Company 45, the Might of the Heights. Up next, the Mayor Fiorello H. LaGuardia Medal is presented to firefighter Gerard McManus of Ladder Company 155. This is the second medal awarded for bravery at this fire. At approximately 3:30 a.m. on a September morning in 2017, the members of Ladder 155 arrived first due to a heavy fire in a private dwelling and were told there were 3 children trapped inside. Firefighter McManus brought a portable ladder to the only accessible window on the side of the building. Entering through the 2nd floor window would put him in a dangerous position, exposed and above the fire, while trying to locate trapped occupants. But this is the only option. Once inside, he made contact with Ladder 155 Lieutenant Brendan Corrigan, who had located the 3 sisters. Firefighter McManus grabbed one of the 3 semi-conscious girls and carried her down the interior stairs to safety. His aggressive actions resulted in saving one of the 3 people rescued from this fire. For his outstanding effort, the Mayor, Fiero H. LaGuardia Medal is awarded to firefighter Gerard McManus, Ladder Company 155, the Viper's Nest. Our next medal is the William F. Conran Medal, presented to firefighter Joseph Masucci of Ladder Company 148. Overnight in August of 2017, on a brand new fire truck delivered earlier that same day, Ladder 148 responded to a fire in a private dwelling just blocks from the firehouse. The members were met by a woman on the porch roof stating her parents were trapped inside. Firefighter Masucci coordinated closely with the members of 282. They aimed their hose line on the interior stairs so that he could reach the second floor and conduct a search for those who were trapped. With a crucial opening provided by the engine company, he made his way to the second floor, where an aggressive search through a cluttered home in zero visibility led to an unconscious female. He quickly ascended the burned out stairs and brought the woman outside of the home for urgent medical care. Firefighter Masucci's ingenuity and bravery put him directly in harm's way and gave his patient a chance at survival. He is awarded the William F. Conran Medal. Firefighter Joseph Masucci, Ladder Company 148. It ain't easy. Our next medal is the Chief John J. McElligott Medal. Firefighters Fitzpatrick and Frisbee Award goes to firefighter James Manty of Ladder Company 172. In July of 2017, Ladder 172 responded first due to a fire on the 3rd floor of a 4-story multiple dwelling in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Firefighters found smoke pushing from a tightly sealed apartment door with numerous locks. With the fire taking place at 2:40 in the morning, firefighter Manty believed that there was likely someone trapped inside. They forced the door and found a narrow 3-foot hallway with heavy clutter inside. No time to spare, firefighter Manty surged forward as the fire rolled over his head. He searched multiple rooms, finding an unconscious individual inside a bathroom. The firefighter shielding the person from the fire using his own body and persevered forward with his fellow firefighters to bring him outside for urgent care. Firefighter Manty's bravery, dedication, and tenacity at this fire gave his patient a chance. The Chief John J. McElligott Medal, Firefighters Fitzpatrick and Frisbee Award, is awarded to firefighter James Manty of Ladder Company 172, the 65th Street Bravest. Up next, the Thomas F. Doherty Medal, presented to firefighter Scott Duty of Rescue Company 3. On a Saturday night in November of 2017, Rescue 3 responded to a basement fire with extension to the 1st floor and flames blowing out the front door. Firefighter Duty was sent to the rear to search the top floor of the home for a woman who was trapped in the kitchen and talking to an FDNY dispatcher by phone. He gained access to the roof by a portable ladder, crawled across over extreme heat below and surrounded by walls of thick black smoke all around him until he reached that kitchen window. Firefighter Duty vented the window, removed the gate, and entered the home, crawling on his stomach, searching for the trapped occupant. He found her in a rear bedroom unconscious and slumped near a window, quickly removed her to waiting EMS personnel on the street below. Thanks to his determination and bravery, the trapped unconscious occupant was removed from a deadly situation. The Thomas F. Doherty Medal is awarded to firefighter Scott Duty, Rescue Company 3, Big Blue. Our next medal is the Albert S. Johnston Medal, presented to firefighter William Cranston of Ladder Company 40. In an early evening in June 2017, Ladder 40 responded to a fire. Oh, there they are. Now we hear from them. All right. Ladder 40 responded to a fire in a Harlem apartment. Residents in the building lobby told firefighters an elderly couple was trapped inside the fire apartment. The members forced the apartment door open, and firefighter Cranston crawled inside towards the fire raging in the kitchen and found a motionless adult on the floor. He called to his fellow members for assistance, removing the occupant from the apartment. Firefighter Cranston returned to continue his search and found the second individual unconscious in a living room. He removed him as well. For his remarkable actions to find both trapped occupants and give them a chance at survival, the Albert S. Johnston Medal is awarded to firefighter William Cranston, Ladder Company 40. Life begins at 40 Truck. Our next medal is the Ner Tamid Society Franklin Delano Roosevelt Medal, presented to Captain Christopher Lavolsi of Ladder Company 114. This is the second medal awarded for bravery at this fire. At 3:47 a.m. on a morning in August 2017, firefighters in Borough Park arrived at a 2.5-story private dwelling to find a rapidly escalating fire with a report of a couple trapped inside. As firefighter Joseph Masucci of Ladder 148 removed one severely injured occupant, Captain Lavolsi charged inside, knowing there was likely a second person still trapped by fire. Using his thermal imaging camera, Captain Lavolsi could see an unconscious man inside a rear bedroom directly above the fire. He led his members in a coordinated removal of the patient out to the street to receive badly needed medical care from FDNY EMS. Though Captain Lavolsi's leadership provided the best chance possible for survival, the Ner Tamid Society Franklin Delano Roosevelt Medal is awarded to Captain Christopher Lavolsi, Ladder Company 114. Tally-ho! The next medal is the Tracy Allen Lee Medal, presented to paramedic Niall O'Shaughnessy from Station 4. On a frigid afternoon in December 2017, paramedic O'Shaughnessy responded to Pier 42 along the Hudson River for the report of a man drowning. Upon arrival, he witnessed the man struggling to stay afloat, and knowing time was running out due to the extremely frigid winter conditions, paramedic O'Shaughnessy dove into the river to save him. He kept the patient afloat, and with the assistance from his partner, paramedic Ming Z Wu, Engine Company 10, FDNY Marine units, and NYPD Harbor units, paramedic O'Shaughnessy and the patient were brought safely to land. This is the second dramatic water rescue of paramedic O'Shaughnessy's career for his selfless bravery and dedication to his patient. The Tracy Allen Lee Medal is awarded to paramedic Niall O'Shaughnessy, Station 4, the Lower East Siders. The next medal, the Vincent J. Kane Medal, is presented to firefighter Matthew Murphy of Rescue Company 3. In September of 2017, Rescue Company 3 responded to a fire on the 10th floor of a 13-story building in the Parkchester section of the Bronx. The apartment was heavily cluttered, making it difficult to locate the source of the fire, extinguish it, and search for trapped occupants. As his fellow firefighters battled to contain the fire, firefighter Murphy crawled down a hallway through a narrow opening in the extremely cluttered apartment and found the arm of an unconscious occupant sticking out of the debris. He quickly removed the individual, then retraced the steps through treacherous conditions to find not one, but two more people trapped by smoke and fire. Firefighter Murphy used all of his strength and training to rescue 3 people trapped inside a raging fire. For his bravery, J. Kane Medal is awarded to firefighter Matthew Murphy of Rescue Company 3, Big Blue. All right, Matt, don't go anywhere. Our next medal, the Brummer Medal, is also presented to firefighter Murphy. Let's hear that. Come on. In November of 2017, Rescue 3 was dispatched to a second alarm fire in a 3-story home in the Bronx and assigned to search for a trapped woman to be reported on the top floor. Firefighter Murphy used the portable ladder and donned his face piece before ascending due to the intense smoke billowing from the building. He reached the porch roof, entered the window, and conducted an exhausted search through the high heat and zero visibility, finding the trapped woman. Along with firefighter Brian Bound, firefighter Murphy removed the woman to the porch roof and down the street for urgent medical care. For his determined and focused effort to locate and rescue a woman trapped in the fire, the Brummer Medal is awarded to firefighter Matthew Murphy, Rescue Company 3, Big Blue. The next medal is the Frank W. Crydell Medal, presented to firefighter Christian McNaughton of Ladder Company 19. Ladder 19 responded to a reported gas leak just after midnight in August of 2017, and upon arrival learned further that the NYPD was on the scene for a report of a barricaded person inside an apartment in a 16-story building. The individual then started a fire, and now occupants were fleeing the building. Ladder 19 forced the door to the apartment, and firefighter McNaughton began to conduct a search for trapped occupants in growing heat and flames, not knowing what other dangers were possible from the barricaded person. He searched in zero visibility and found an unconscious individual. He quickly removed him and then returned to assist Engine Company 50 with extinguishing the fire by removing obstacles that blocked the hose line. For charging into the unknown to save a life from a growing fire, the Frank W. Crydell Medal is awarded to firefighter Christian McNaughton, Ladder Company 19. Nobody's perfect. The next medal is the Emerald Society Medal, presented to firefighter Eric Lubnewski, Ladder Company 39. There's the second medal for bravery at this fire. On a Monday morning in March 2017, Ladder 39 responded first due to a fire in a private dwelling in the Wakefield section of the Bronx. Upon arrival, firefighter Lubnewski immediately used a portable ladder to remove a trapped person from a front porch roof. The individual told him there was another family member still trapped inside. The firefighter and firefighter James McConville entered through a second-floor window and began to conduct a search for a trapped occupant under extremely difficult circumstances. No visibility, high heat, and thick black smoke. Firefighter McConville located the trapped unconscious person and signaled for assistance. Firefighter Lubnewski quickly forced his way through the cluttered home to assist with the removal of the trapped occupant. Thanks to his aggressive and courage actions, a life was saved. The Emerald Society Medal is awarded to Eric A. Lubnewski, Ladder Company 39, the pride of Woodlawn. Up next, the Chief Wesley Williams Medal presented to firefighter Kevin Croft of Rescue Company 1. On an early morning in March 2017, Rescue 1 responded to a second-floor fire in a 6-story multiple dwelling on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Dispatchers were reporting people trapped. As they arrived on scene, residents poured into the street. As the firefighters entered the smoke-filled apartment, firefighter Croft began to search for trapped occupants and found an unconscious woman face down in the hallway of the apartment with the second unconscious person trapped underneath. Along with firefighter Joseph Stack from Ladder 35, both people were removed from the fire. Firefighter Croft re-entered the apartment and this time found a young child unconscious between two beds in the rear bedroom. He transmitted a 1045 signal and passed the child to firefighter Dan Highland of Rescue 1. For his brave search of an apartment engulfed in flames, they rescued 3 people from a fire. The Chief Wesley Williams Medal is awarded to firefighter Kevin Croft of Rescue Company 1. Outstanding! Our next medal, the Holy Name Society Medal, is presented to firefighter Brian Cross of Ladder Company 120. This is the 3rd medal for bravery at this fire. Firefighter Cross and the members of Ladder Company 120 responded to a top-floor fire with multiple trapped occupants in December of 2016. Arriving on the fire floor, firefighter Cross was met with a heavy smoke condition. He began to search the apartment for trapped occupants. While searching a bedroom, he found an unconscious young boy and 2 other conscious people. He quickly sheltered the 2 occupants in place, assured them additional help was coming, and shielded the young boy as he removed them from the fire. In all, 6 lives were saved at this fire. for his bravery. The Holy Name Society Medal is awarded to firefighter Brian Cross of Ladder Company 120. The tradition continues. Our next medal is the James Scullion Medal, presented to EMTs Richard Cucurullo and Chad Hannon of Station 40. On a cold morning in January of 2017, EMTs Hannon and Cucurullo had just finished transporting a patient to an emergency room when they noticed a strong odor of smoke in the air. They found flames shooting out of a nearby building. The EMTs notified dispatch of a working fire at the location and began to search for trapped occupants. They ran into the building and helped clear multiple floors of residents while searching for anyone trapped or overcome by smoke. They made their way to the top floor, reaching the fire department, and closed the door to prevent further spread of fire. Thanks to their actions, no residents were injured at this fire. For their brave actions under dangerous conditions, the James Scullion Medal is awarded to EMTs Richard Cucurullo and Chad Hannon, Station 40, the Sunset Dragons. The next medal is the Captain Dennis W. Lane Memorial Medal, presented to firefighter Robert McGinnis of Rescue Company 4. On a weekday afternoon in June, Rescue 4 responded to a roof collapse in Astoria. The first and second floors of the building had been removed during construction, and a heavy load on the roof collapsed it down into the basement, trapping 2 people. Firefighter McGinnis began the arduous task of removing one of the patients from under scaffolding, concrete blocks, and a section of the roof. Heavy wood beams shifted each time debris was removed. Using every technical tool at his disposal and working with the rescue paramedics who supplied oxygen and medication to the trapped individual, Firefighter McGinnis and his fellow members endured an arduous 2-hour operation to safely remove the trapped worker. For his technical rescue skills to perform a remarkable rescue, the Captain Dennis W. Lane Memorial Medal is awarded to firefighter Robert McGinnis, Rescue Company 4. The next medal is the Uniformed Fire Officers Association Medal, presented to Captain Christopher Kane, Ladder Company 149. In June of 2017, Captain Kane led the members of Ladder 149 into an intense basement fire with trapped occupants in Brooklyn. Captain Kane ordered 2 members to begin removing window bars on the basement windows and headed inside with 2 probationary firefighters. He began a targeted search, entering a bedroom and finding an unconscious young girl partially covered in a pile of clothes. His probies each found an additional person trapped in the fire. Captain Kane directed the rescue and removal of all 3 patients, including 2 through one of the basement windows. For his bravery and leadership at this difficult fire, the Uniformed Fire Officers Association Medal is awarded to Captain Christopher Kane of Ladder Company 149, the Castle on the Hill. Up next, the Dr. Albert A. Sinelli Medal is presented to firefighter Weaver DB of Rescue Company 4. This is the second medal awarded to a member of Rescue 4, their response to a catastrophic building collapse in Queens of June 2017. Firefighter DB climbed down sections of unstable debris and found a worker pinned by wooden beams, concrete cinder blocks, and mortar bags. In a very dangerous and precarious location, the firefighter carefully removed each piece of debris to free the victim. Once the individual was safe and secure, firefighter DB went to assist firefighter Robert McGinnis with the removal of additional patient. For his great perseverance and technical skills in an unstable collapse, the Albert A. Sinelli Medal is awarded to firefighter Weaver DB of Rescue Company 4. The next medal is the Fire Chiefs Association Memorial Medal, presented to firefighter Mark Ackerman of Ladder Company 155. This is the third medal awarded for bravery at this fire. As Ladder 155 charged forward into a home fully involved in fire to find 3 trapped sisters, firefighter Ackerman, who had the irons position, followed Lieutenant Brendan Corrigan to the second floor. Forced to crawl up the stairs due to the extreme heat, firefighter Ackerman pressed forward and joined Lieutenant Corrigan, who had located the 3 sisters. Firefighter Ackerman passed the fire to reach the trapped sisters and assist his lieutenant. He then began to remove one of the panicked individuals, shielding her from the fire with his body. His actions and the actions of every member at that fire led to 3 lives saved from a single family. For his bravery, the Fire Chiefs Association Memorial Medal is awarded to firefighter Mark Ackerman of Ladder Company 155, the Viper's Nest. The next medal is the Fire Marshals Benevolent Association Medal, presented to firefighter Henry Ryder of Ladder Company 151. Ladder 151 responded on an afternoon in June to a 13-story building with heavy smoke on multiple floors. They quickly determined the main fire was in a duplex apartment on the 3rd and 4th floors. As they forced their way into the apartment, they received word of a trapped occupant. Firefighter Ryder began a search of the apartment, finding a rear bedroom where a motionless, unconscious person was located. As the fire grew in intensity, firefighter Ryder made an aggressive push to remove the woman, shielding her from the fire as he passed it. He brought her back down the stairs to the 3rd floor, where she was removed for urgent medical care. For his act of valor to save the trapped woman from a dangerous and growing fire, the Fire Marshals Benevolent Association Medal is awarded to firefighter Henry Ryder of Ladder Company 151, the Pride of the Hills. Up next, the Community Mayors for Special Children, Lieutenant Robert R. Dolney Medal, is presented to firefighter William Murak of Ladder Company 21. In September of 2017, Ladder 21 responded just after midnight to a heavy smoke condition in Hell's Kitchen. After receiving updated info from the dispatchers, Ladder 21 raced to the top floor of a 5-story building, and firefighter Murak located the fire apartment. A person was heard screaming for help inside. They forced the door, but an extreme amount of clutter inside prevented the door from opening all the way. With little regard for his own safety, firefighter Murak snuck through the narrow opening and conducted a search, finding a man covered in burning debris. With the assist of his fellow firefighters, firefighter Murak was able to remove the occupant through the narrow opening to safety. Because of his bravery, which saved a life in the face of great personal risk, the Community Mayors for Special Children, Lieutenant Robert R. Dolney Medal, is awarded to firefighter William Murak of Ladder Company 21, the pride of Hell's Kitchen. Our next medal is the Lieutenant Kirby McElhern Medal, presented to EMT Lisa Rasulo, Station 27. On an early morning in April, EMT Rasulo and her partner, EMT Francisco Pino Duarte, responded to the report of a person ready to jump off the overpass onto the highway below. As EMT Rasulo attempted to speak to the patient, who was sitting precariously on the edge of the overpass, the patient began to jump. EMT Rasulo grabbed the patient and held on despite serious injury to her own arms. NYPD officers quickly assisted with bringing the patient safely onto the overpass, where EMT Rasulo and her partner rendered medical care. Thanks to her quick thinking and brave, selfless action, a life was saved. For going above and beyond the call of duty to save her patient, the Lieutenant Kirby McElhern Medal is awarded to EMT Lisa Rasulo, Station 27, Woodlawn's Best. The next medal is the Battalion Chief Frank T. Tuttle Medal, presented to firefighter Trevor Lawrence of Ladder Company 120. On a cold night in March, Ladder 120 responded to 4 separate fires. At the third of those incidents, they were confronted with heavy fire in a first-floor church, with reports of people trapped on the floors above. Without the protection of a hose line, firefighter Lawrence charged forward and searched the second floor, following faint cries for help, until he found a semi-conscious person unable to move with difficulty breathing. He shielded the occupant from the flames and battled his way past the growing fire, down the stairs to the street below, to save the person's life. For his bravery, which saved the life of a Brooklyn resident trapped by smoke and flames, the Battalion Chief Frank Tuttle Medal is awarded to firefighter Trevor Lawrence, Ladder Company 120. The tradition continues. Our next medal is the probationary firefighter Thomas A. Wiley Medal, presented to firefighter Amir Francis of Ladder Company 43. In December of 2017, just days before Christmas, Ladder 43 responded to a fire on the top floor of a 6-story multiple dwelling. Members of Ladder 43 quickly ascended to the top floor, receiving numerous reports of people trapped along the way. Firefighter Francis forced the apartment door and found a heavy fire in the living room, which was preventing the occupants from escaping the rear bedrooms. He could hear their desperate cries for help. Without a hose line in place, firefighter Francis and his fellow members surged forward, locating an unconscious occupant. He radioed for assistance and was met by firefighter Justin Pelka. Together they removed the person to safety. One of 7 people rescued at this fire. For his bravery and selfless devotion to duty, the probationary firefighter Thomas A. Wiley Medal is awarded to firefighter Amir Francis of Ladder Company 43, El Barrio's bravest. Up next, the Dr. John F. Connell Medal is presented to Lieutenant Joseph Costa, who was working in Ladder Company 137. In September of 2017, newly promoted Lieutenant Costa led the members of Ladder 137 to a fire in a 3-story multiple dwelling in Rockaway. At the front of the building, he observed a woman trapped by fire and smoke and about to drop her child from the third-floor window to another adult below. Lieutenant Costa and the members of Ladder 137 raced inside the building above the fire and searched in zero visibility, locating the trapped occupants and pulling them off the ledge. Lieutenant Costa and the members of Ladder 121, who had just arrived in the apartment, worked together to carry a total of 4 people, including 3 children, down the stairs and past the roaring flames. His quick and accurate decisions displayed great leadership and bravery and saved the lives of an entire family. For his actions, the Dr. John F. Connell Medal is awarded to Lieutenant Joseph Costa, assigned at the time to Battalion 50, but then working in Ladder 137, the Beach House. The next medal is the Fire Bell Club Medal, presented to firefighter Victor Viola, Ladder Company 35. This is the second medal for bravery at this fire. In March of 2017, Ladder 35 responded to a fire on the first floor on the Upper West Side. There was a report of children trapped. Construction equipment and mounds of snow from a storm the day before made access to the windows venting smoke extremely difficult. Firefighter Viola persevered and removed an air conditioning unit from a window to free a trapped woman. He then entered the apartment to search for others who may be trapped. He was met by firefighters from Rescue 1, and together they removed the young child from the fire. In all, 4 lives were saved at this fire. For his brave, aggressive search that resulted in multiple lives saved, the Fire Bell Club Medal is awarded to firefighter Victor Viola of Ladder Company 35, the Cavemen. Our next medal is the Firefighter David J. DeFranco Medal, presented to Firefighter Timothy O'Neill of Rescue Company 1. On a morning in August 2017, Rescue 1 responded to the South Street Seaport for a confirmed person in the water. The person submerged and did not surface again. Firefighter O'Neill donned his dry suit and scuba gear and entered the water, swam 60 feet out, and began his search. After 4 exhaustive passes in searching for the submerged individual, he located the unconscious patient lying face down on the river bottom. He grabbed the patient in a bear hug, inflated his buoyancy compensator vest to return to the surface, and then swam 20 feet to a police boat to ensure the individual would be brought to land safely. Because of his courageous effort to perform a hazardous rescue in dangerous conditions, the Firefighter David J. DeFranco Medal is awarded to Firefighter Timothy O'Neill of Rescue Company 1. Outstanding! The next medal is the Deputy Commissioner Christine R. Godek Medal, presented to Fire Marshal Philip Chun, Citywide North Command. In December of 2016, Fire Marshal Chun responded to an active fire in a private dwelling to begin an investigation of the cause and origin. Fire Marshal Chun's forensic investigation led to the determination the fire was of incendiary origin, the result of arson. He expanded his investigation, developing leads and sources and working with the community. He identified a suspect and motive for the arson: domestic violence and narcotics activity. His investigation tracked down the lighter fluid container used to a nearby store where video from a security camera showed the suspect purchasing the item shortly before the fire. Fire Marshal Chun hunted and apprehended the violent suspect and then worked closely with the district attorney's office to further enhance the case. Because of his outstanding investigative ability and his dedication to apprehending an individual who used fire as a weapon to hurt and possibly kill others, the Deputy Commissioner Christine R. Godek Medal is presented to Fire Marshal Philip Chun, Citywide North Command. The next medal is the Firefighter Kevin C. Kane Medal, presented to Firefighter Dominic DiBiase of Ladder Company 149. This is the second medal awarded for this fire. In June of 2017, Ladder 149 arrived to a basement fire with confirmed people trapped inside. The firefighter DiBiase used his portable extinguisher in an attempt to hold back the flames to his fellow members, so his fellow members could advance inside to search for those trapped. After emptying the can, he began his own search through thick, acrid smoke and high heat without the aid of a charged hose line. He located an unconscious boy inside the apartment, shielding him from the fire, retraced the steps until he and the child were outside, where he then began chest compressions on the child to save his life. Thanks to his brave actions, the young child's life was saved, and the members of Ladder 149 were able to visit him at his class in school just a few months later. For his bravery, remarkably, with only 6 weeks on the job as a firefighter. Yeah, that's right. Firefighter Kevin C. Kane Medal is awarded to probationary firefighter Dominic DiBiase of Ladder Company 149, the Castle on the Hill. All right, we're not done with the probies at the castle just yet. The next medal is the Captain John J. Drennan Memorial Medal, presented to Firefighter Christopher Rossi of Ladder Company 149. This is the third medal for this fire, and the second to a probationary firefighter at this incident. An incredible testament to our department's training. Firefighter Rossi entered the chimney-like stairs of the basement apartment, along with Captain Christopher Kane, to search for those trapped by fire. In a bedroom, Firefighter Rossi crawled under intense heat and found an unconscious woman in the corner of the room. This was his very first fire. Firefighter Rossi and Captain Kane worked together to lift the unconscious patient through the window of the basement bedroom to safety. Incredibly, 3 lives were saved at this fire. For bravery and abilities normally seen in veteran firefighters with years of experience, the Captain John J. Drennan Memorial Medal is awarded to probationary firefighter Christopher Rossi of Ladder Company 149, the Castle on the Hill. Up next, the Jack Pinchick Medal, presented to EMT William Burns of Station 10. In April of 2017, EMT Burns and his partner, EMT Teresa Murphy, were monitoring the radio for their next assignment When they heard the dispatcher report a possible jumper on the 18th floor of a building, they immediately responded. When they arrived to the apartment, they were told the distraught patient was threatening to jump from a window for 2 hours. EMT Burns began talking to the patient to build a rapport. When the patient suddenly began to move further out of the window, without hesitation, he swiftly raced to the window and grabbed the patient, saving a life. Because of his daring maneuver to save his patient, the Jack Pinchak Medal is awarded to EMT William Burns, Station 10, El Barrio. It's now time for our first company medal. The Lieutenant James Curran, New York Firefighters Burns Center Foundation Medal. Father Julian F. Deacon Memorial Medal is presented to Engine Company 58. This medal is awarded once every 3 years. In March of 2014, Engine 58 responded to an explosion and a building collapse in Manhattan. Upon arrival, they found an entire building had collapsed and debris covering the street. The members of Engine 58 immediately stretched an 1 3/4 hose line to protect Ladder 26 as they advanced in the collapse area to search for those injured or trapped. Engine 58 then moved to begin pushing back the growing gas-fed fire as a smaller secondary explosion occurred. They conducted a second search for victims, which proved negative, and continued fighting the fire. Multiple times, Engine 58 maneuvered their hose line to protect firefighters searching for those trapped and to battle pockets of fire erupting in the collapse zone. Captain Christopher Riganella, firefighters Christopher Brennan, Robert Canali, Thomas Long, and Christopher Spagnola risked their lives to save others and prevent the further spread of the fire. For their bravery, the Lieutenant James Curran, New York Firefighters Burns Center Foundation Medal, Father Julian F. Deacon Memorial Medal, is awarded to Engine Company 58, the Fire Factory. How's everybody doing, all right? The next medal is the Lieutenant James Curran New York Firefighters Burn Center Foundation Medal, presented to Engine Company 302. This is the fourth medal awarded for bravery at this fire. In September of 2017, Engine 302 responded first to a private home heavily involved in fire. There were reports of children trapped. They immediately began to stretch hose lines and start water on the fire, using booster water from their engine. They aggressively pushed forward onto the first floor, battling heavy fire to allow Ladder 155's members to get inside to the second floor and search for those trapped. As they advanced forward, continuing to knock down the fire, Engine 302 Lieutenant Greg D'Amato instructed his members to assist Ladder 155 with the removal of multiple people from the fire. Once every trapped occupant was safely removed, the members of 302 re-entered the building and continued to extinguish the fire. Heroically, they advanced forward to protect the member of Ladder 155 who was operating in the attic above. Lieutenant Greg D'Amato and firefighters Christopher Armstrong, Christopher Cavalcante, James Terry, and Karen Ware worked under extremely dangerous conditions and bravely effected the removal of trapped victims. For their teamwork and initiative to extinguish 3 floors of fire and save several lives, the Lieutenant James Curran New York Firefighters Burn Center Foundation Medal is awarded to Engine Company 302, the Viper's Nest. Oh. No, fire's over there. The next medal is the firefighter Tom R. Elsassa Memorial Medal, presented to Squad Company 18. On Tuesday, October 31st, 2017, Squad 18 was called to a confirmed pin between a truck and a school bus. As they responded down the West Side Highway, they heard increased radio traffic, reports of a possible active shooter incident, and observed numerous bikes lying on the ground. They were flagged down by a frantic police officer. Squad 18 stopped their rig and, carrying all of their medical equipment, raced towards numerous critically injured patients. Lieutenant Adrian Walsh performed a quick initial triage, and the members notified dispatch of numerous injuries and the need for several ambulances. They then learned a truck had driven down the bike path, striking many people. This was no accident. It was a deliberate attack. The members of Squad 18 administered comprehensive medical care to patients with multiple traumas and several in need of tourniquets. As EMS units arrived, the members of Squad 18 continued to triage injured patients, provided rescue breathing and oxygen when needed to keep their patients alive, and assisted in patient removal to the hospital. Firefighters Richard Naviaski and Santos Torres Jr. boarded an ambulance to continue care of one critical patient on his way to the hospital. The members of Squad 18 displayed the truest form of teamwork and demonstrated that the FDNY will always be there front and center to bravely respond to any attack on our city or its people. For their courage and dedication to patient care, the firefighter Thomas R. Elsassa Memorial Medal is awarded to Lieutenant Adrian Walsh, firefighters Sheldon George, Richard Naviaski, Brian Roberts, Sky Shepard, and Santos Torres Jr. of Squad 18. Tried as gold, tested as fire. Our final medal is the World Trade Center Memorial Medal, presented to Ladder Company 43. This is the second medal awarded for bravery at this fire. On December 15, 2017, Ladder 43 was called to a fire on the top floor of a 6-story multiple dwelling. Smoke could be seen pouring from the windows. Residents reported multiple people trapped, and people were screaming from the top floor for help. The members of Ladder 43 raced to the top floor, found smoke pushing from the apartment's front door. They forced the door and entered, crawling past the fire to conduct their searches in pitch black and without the aid of a charged hose line. Lieutenant Ryan McDougal and firefighter Osmar Martinez entered a bedroom and found a mother and 4 small children. They shielded them from the fire and carried them quickly to safety. Lieutenant McDougal and firefighter Martinez returned to find another young child with his dog. They cradled them both in their arms and brought them to safety as well. Simultaneously, in another bedroom, firefighter Amir Francis found an unconscious adult collapsed beneath the window, overcome by smoke and bleeding from injuries suffered trying to break open the window. Firefighter Justin Pelka of Ladder 43, but detailed to Ladder 26 for the tour, entered through the window and assisted firefighter Francis with the removal of the injured individual. The diligence and bravery of the members of Ladder 43 was tremendous that night. They operated as one, and their actions saved the lives of an entire family just 10 days before Christmas. The members were so moved by the loss this family suffered so close to the holiday that they and the members of Engine 53 and Engine 91 purchased Christmas presents for the children as they recovered from their injuries. The actions of Lieutenant Ryan McDougal and firefighters Miguel Diaz Jr., Amir Francis, Andrew Hawkins, Osmar Martinez, and Robert Perrone were in the greatest traditions of the FDNY. For their bravery, the World Trade Center Memorial Medal presented to Ladder Company 43, El Barrio's bravest. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for all of this year's medal winners? Will everyone please rise or remain standing for the benediction by FDNY Chaplain Reverend V. Simpson Turner.
Let us pray. Today we have gathered on this glorious day, O God, to honor these men and women who have prevailed against the vestiges of danger to help humanity. Gracious God, thank you for these heroes who epitomize what the FDNY is all about. Oh God, we pause also now to pray for the many men and women of the FDNY and all other first responders who are placing their lives in danger to help ensure our safety. Merciful Father, we realize the FDNY is the premier fire service in this nation. The FDNY serves all communities in this city, which never sleeps. And New Yorkers know they can count on the FDNY. Now, oh God, we ask a special blessing for the families who have loaned these courageous men and women to the FDNY on a daily basis. Oh God, we thank thee for their courageous determination to risk their lives to save someone else. The FDNY, oh God, epitomizes what you have conveyed to us in the scriptures, that greater love hath no man than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. The friendship between the FDNY and the city can be traced for over 150 years and shall continue, where when summoned for duty, the FDNY is ready, willing, and able to serve this city with distinction. Now, O God, we ask thy divine blessings upon this nation, state, and city. We pray, O God, through your omnipotence, that you will build up the brokenhearted. God, through your omniscience, cremate the chaos, heal the hopelessness, and liberate the less fortunate. Merciful Father, help us to be better residents of the cosmos. If we see wrong, right it. If we see suffering, mend it. If we see division, stop it. Father, we are interdependent on each other as humans and are designed by thee to be our brothers and sisters' keeper. And I can hear that poet who once wrote, which I think is fitting for today, if I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or song, if I can tell somebody he is traveling wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. It's always in the name of him who is almighty, all wise, all knowing, and all powerful. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the mayor, the fire commissioner, the chief of department, and the members of the executive staff, thank you for joining us at today's Medal Day ceremony. Before we end, we would like to take a group photo of the medalists with the mayor, the fire commissioner, and the chief of department. Medalists, please remain by your seats and be directed by the ceremonial officers. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this great day. Thank you very much for coming. Have a great Medal Day. What was the time, Mark? What was the time? Another 100, just under 2 hours.